Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new collection video, and today we'll be checking out Army of Darkness, Ash versus Evil Ash, McFarlane toys. Hi guys, here it is. A very, should we say, throwback video. This is Army of Darkness, Ash versus Evil Ash figure. Now this is a re-release. If many of you remember the, maybe you don't. Years ago, McFarlane Toys used to do a figure line called Movie Maniacs, and it was a bunch of different sort of horror slash. I want to say like kind of comedy horror dark movies, characters. You'd have your Jason, your Freddy, your Scream figure, a Ghostface. You'd have Chucky, Bride of Chucky, you name it, they done it all. And this was the very first before NECA jumped the bandwagon, and now but in a retrospect, some of these figures are still good to this day. They were the ones. This was the first line to ever do some of the detailed figures, and if it wasn't for these, we probably wouldn't get half the figures we ended up getting today, and much better. But for its time, I mean, you're talking about this, these figures were made like 1999, early 2000, along that sort of time. So you can understand why. Things like the detail isn't as good as it could have been, but so yeah, let's have a look at the packaging. This is actually, as I said, re-release. This isn't the Movie Maniacs. It's the Movie Maniacs figures, but it isn't the Movie Maniacs release. And they just sort of, when they re-released them, they put them in multi-packs so you could buy both figures together. And I thought this was a better option, cheaper, to be honest with you. I got this roughly probably cheaper than getting one figure I could find on Movie Maniacs. And the reason I wanted to get it was because of I'm going through this sort of like period where I think like I love Ash and I love Ash versus Evil Dead and things like that, and all the Evil Dead movies. So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be good just to go back and revisit some of these? And I missed out a lot of these figures at the time, due to the fact when I was growing up, I didn't have the money and that sort of stuff. And now that I thought, like, if I could track down some of these old figures, like I did with Rocky Horror Picture Show and Elvira, I'll get on to like getting some ones that I didn't get or ones that I missed. And Ash vs Evil Dead by McFarlane Figures was the last one I think I did generally miss. And now I hear they're bringing back this line of Movie Maniacs. Now maybe it'll be a lot better than what it has been because of the technology we have today to create figures, and the facial details recognition might be a lot better. Who knows? I just heard when they announced it at Comic-Con, New York. So yeah, guys, let's have a quick look at the box. So there we've got the box. We know what we're getting, Ash and Evil Ash. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. Now the real reason I wanted to get this was for Evil Ash. I know you can get him on his own like I say, but I thought why not just get Ash while I'm at it. The back of the box. And just a put on the side. At the top. And yeah guys, let's crack these guys open and have a look at them, shall we? And here they are, guys. Sorry about the light in this place, because you can't really see them. I don't have great lighting in this house, but I'm using the window to try and give you a chance to have a look at them. But we'll have a look at the accessories first before we have a look at the actual figure itself. So we have the iconic Ash's chainsaw. Look at all the blood details right there. Pretty awesome. And you got to remember, guys, this was made like 2000 and stuff like that, so they're not as good as NECA today, obviously, but still pretty good for its time. the boomstick, as Ash likes to call it. Shotgun. We have 2 swords for Evil Ash, each one being a bit different than the other. Pretty awesome. Bit of blood on them. We have the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead. Detail's still pretty good. We have something that's pretty awesome with this figure. Small Ash and his pitchfork, which I think just connects to his arm like so. Something along the lines of that. I don't want to break it because it is quite bendy plastic, and that could snap off pretty soon, and it a wee bit of force, you know. Let's have a look at the Ash. There's not much detail in this, guys. This is just a silly looking paint job kind of thing, but you get who it's supposed to be. If you've seen the movie, you know roughly who it's supposed to be. That goes for the term of accessories, but let's have a look at Ash. As you can see, he's got his glove hand on, which again, not directly to the movie if you look at it, because the movie doesn't really have his glove hand when he's got his shirt ripped. It doesn't exactly look like compared to what we get now with NECA, I can understand, guys. But at the time, this was pretty darn good. I mean, you thought this was pretty good, you know, if you saw this. And you know, if you look at the box or the picture in the box, you know, they always do it. Doesn't seem. They always do it sort of like it looks better than what you actually get in hand. But you know, again, for a very old figure, it's still not bad. Problem is, standing can be a bit of a pain. You know, the legs are, you know, articulation on it really is pretty limited. The legs don't do much, pretty stuck like that. I think the only things that go around is the arms, but the more you move them, they'll get really loose, and the head can rotate, and the feet. So you're pretty got them stuck like that. Again, you're supposed to just have them sort of like posed in battle as if they're ready to fight. And we'll have a look at Evil Ash. This is the one that makes the packet worth getting, really. And I'm surprised because NECA haven't released a version of Evil Ash. And all fairness, I mean, they're just focusing at the moment on their ultimate Evil Dead 2 figures. Who knows, maybe they'll get around to giving us an ultimate Army of Darkness set, which would be pretty awesome. See the detail in that. Again, look at the detail on it, it's pretty darn awesome. He's down to his red cape, it's all ripped and torn there, you see. And of course the skull and the face and everything like that, and the eyes, the chain, all just a wee bit of details here. Still pretty not bad. It's not bad for its time. That's why I say it's, you know, the Ash might be a wee bit off, but at the end of the day, you know, you're still getting something that's not. It's pretty good for its time. Stick the boomstick in there if I can get it in his holster. So, I mean, it is what it is, guys, and I think, you know, as collectors know what you're getting, especially old set of figures like these. I think the best thing out of this set is obviously Evil Ash, and hopefully NECA do get around to giving us some Army of Darkness sets again, or even go back to the cult. If you can go back to the cult classics. Now, I do have a special video for you guys coming up. It'll probably be my next collection video. I do have the cult classics 2 releases of Ash from Army of Darkness, I've got the Smart Ash and the what's it called, the I can't remember what it's called, the I can't remember what the second Ash is called from that, but I will be doing a video, an unboxing, guys, of that. And I can't wait to get these to show you displaying these guys. Pretty much, guys, the Ash vs Evil Dead set is pretty much these two, or the if you get the Versus box set. If you can get them single in the movie Maniacs, so you can still buy them on eBay. There's a lot of people selling them, and you can get them. Each come with their own backdrop poster, which is pretty cool. That's what I did like about the movie Maniacs set, is you got the poster of the movie in a cool looking way. But again, see what I'm talking about with the feet. You have to position the feet just sort of like they can just stand or they balance, but that's it, they'll just fall on you. So yeah, I'm going to give these two a quick wee pose and show you how I'm going to have them. Here they are, guys. This is how I'm going to pose them from now on. If you can see, I've got the chainsaw in the hand there. Ash looking angry, and an evil Ash with his swords in his hands. And if you can see right down there on the foot, one of the small Ashes stabbing him with a fork. One of the best cult movies ever made. The Evil Dead movies, they really are. In fact, I think they're probably the best. There's a lot of good cult movies out there that put folk clutch onto, but this is the one that's most known. And of course the one that got its own TV show at the very end, even though it only did run for 3 seasons. So yeah, guys, Ash versus Evil Dead, McFarlane Toys. If you're a huge fan, it's a recommendation. This set anyway. If you would rather just get the Evil Ash and you don't really care about the Ash, then you can always buy the movie Maniacs single packs where they released them. This is basically the movie Maniacs version, but released again in an update. Sort of like they updated it or re-released it in a sense. 2-pack a little bit later on down the line. I'll move that out of the road for you. So yeah, guys, Ash versus Evil Dead 2-pack. My final thoughts on it: it's good if you're a huge Evil Dead fan and you're collecting Evil Dead figures. I will suggest you get it. If you're not that too bothered but you're preferring what NECA is doing, I would say stick to NECA. Again, the best thing, out of my opinion, it's cool to have an Ash and a wee small Ash. That's very neat in that. But the real thing that was making me want to go for it is that guy, and I thought, well, why not go for the 2-pack, because it was cheaper, and I wasn't too bothered about getting the movie Maniacs posters when they released them single. I just thought I'd get the 2-pack and that would be me done. Definitely worth picking up, guys. If you're a huge fan of Ash, I wouldn't skip out on it. You can probably track it down on eBay or something. There's always a seller. McFarlane Toys. This is the very first Ash figure. They also released I think they released a talking version, which would probably be like a 12 to maybe 15 inch, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or an 18 inch big version of this. NECA was known for doing that. They released a big version of, Freddie Mercury. I think it was NECA, but McFarlane did the exact same thing where they released this one big version, and yeah, guys, like I says, a groovy set and well worth picking up. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this collection video for this time, but till next time, guys, take care, bye bye.